Hi, this is Susie Evans with Yoga Voyager. Welcome today. Congratulations, you're about ready to be a mom. That's exciting. This is going to be a class especially for pregnant women, but anybody can do the class as well. So when you're pregnant, there are a lot of contraindications as far as doing yoga. One of them is you can't lay on your back. Obviously, you can't lay on your stomach. You can't lay on the right side. You can't do any deep forward folds, but that's okay. We're going to modify for that today. I've got lots of props here available. If you've got a younger child and maybe you're wanting to do yoga, maybe you want to set out a little mat for them, they can sit next to you and practice yoga with you. Also, you can use a blanket. You can sit underneath that blanket. That'll help that low back. Maybe you prefer a block to sit on. Again, I'll take some pressure off that low back. Or if you don't have a block, and you've got a soft covered book, you can go ahead and sit on that book as well. That'll be more comfortable than a hard book. Also, you might want to, during Savasana, have a couple of pillows nearby, one for under the head and one for under the knees, or maybe even a chair. You know, as that baby grows, the balance becomes more difficult. So on some of the balance poses, you may need to hold on to a wall, or you can use a good chair. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and get into a comfortable seated position. And we put one hand onto the baby, and the other hand onto the heart, closing the eyes, taking some nice deep breaths in and out through that nose. These nice deep breaths are what takes us throughout our yoga practice today, and they're important for a lot of reasons. All that extra oxygen that you're going to get, that baby's going to get too. That baby's going to feel that your heart rate lowers, your blood pressure lowers. That baby's going to feel that increased parasympathetic response. You're going to be more relaxed, your baby's going to be more relaxed. So all the benefits that you're going to have, your baby's going to have as well. So yoga is always a process. We don't turn yoga on and off. It's a process of the breath. So we always take a moment here to get into that breath. And then at the end, we come back to the natural rhythm of that breath. We know that we're doing the breath correctly. It's called Ujjayi Pranayama, because we can feel the breath in the back of the throat. The air is hitting the epiglottis. We can also hear the breath. The breath reminds me of an ocean rolling on and off the shore. We're going to begin linking movement with breath by opening the eyes, putting the hands onto the lap. So a lot of times in pregnancy, we get a lot of tension in that lower neck. We're going to release that today. So we're going to take our chin towards that right shoulder. As we inhale, we're going to lift it up slowly at our own pace towards the ceiling like an arc of a rainbow on over to the left shoulder. And as we exhale, slowly take that chin up. Come on back. We can feel it at the base of that neck. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhaling, taking the chin on up, and over to that left shoulder. And exhaling, taking the chin nice and slow on over towards the right shoulder. And again, inhaling on up towards that left shoulder. And coming on over towards that right shoulder. Coming back to the center. Then we're going to get rid of a lot of tension. Again, we get a lot of tension in that trap area. Those shoulders, we're going to release that today. So we're going to inhale, taking the shoulders up towards the earlobes, and exhale, floating them down, not dropping them, floating them down. You can close your eyes because this does feel really good. Inhale those shoulders up, and exhale, taking those shoulders down. Inhaling on up, exhaling on down, nice and slow. And as they come down, we're going to take the shoulders, we're going to draw them up and back towards the shoulder blades. So we're doing backward shoulder rolls. Again, your eyes are closed. You can just envision all the muscle and connective tissue opening and all that oxygen, alkaline rich circulation getting in and being healing. And gently stop. Take the shoulders up, draw them towards heart center. Forward shoulder rolls. ahead and we're going to come into something called windshield wipers. So the soles of the feet are going to be onto the mat with the knees facing up. The hands are going to go behind the shoulders. You can have them pointed to the sides. This is the way I like it. Some people like to point them towards the back of the mat. They like the stretch of the wrists. Or some people like to point their fingers towards the front of the mat. So you go ahead and just personalize what feels good to you. And then very slowly, you're going to turn the knees to the right and the chin to the left. Nice and slow, again at your own pace. What this does is it's wiping away any tension you could have in your ankles, wiping it away in the knees, the hips, the low backs, the shoulders, and that neck. Just a gentle beginning to warm everything on up. And come on back. We're going to go ahead and extend the legs on out. We're going to get the wrist, we're going to get the ankles and the back activated. So inhale and flex the toes towards the knees, raising the hands up. And exhale, bringing the hands down and pointing the toes. Inhaling on up, flexing and reaching, and exhaling, pointing and coming down. Go ahead and have the feet face, or the toes are facing towards that ceiling, and rotate the feet towards the right. This is getting into the ankle joints. And you might be noticing a little popping. That's normal. That's just crepitus. That's pressure that comes by standing on those feet all day long. And gently stop, go the opposite direction to the left. And gently stop and wiggle the toes, getting the circulation all the way to the tips of the toes. And relax. Now we're going to take care of the hands. And this is good to prevent carpal tunnels. Have the palms face forward. Inhale, have the fingers go up towards the ceiling. And exhale, slowly come down towards the floor. Again, inhale on up. And exhale on down. Inhale on up. And exhale on down. Have the fingers face towards the front of the room. And rotate the hands towards the right. So that gentle rotation also allows the synovial fluid to get into the joint, where it lubricates, nourishes, and bathes the joint. So it's very healing. Gently stop, go the opposite direction. And relax. All right, I've warmed you up from all the major muscle groups and joints in a seated position. As you go from seated to standing, stay connected to your breath, and please take your time as you come up. When you come up, you can have your feet together, but being pregnant probably will give you a little bit more stability with your feet about hips width apart. So go ahead and inhale the hands up. We're going to reach for that length. Palms together, exhaling down, feeling the back muscles elongate as we do that. And inhaling, reaching on up, stretching, palms together, exhaling down. Again, inhaling, reaching on up, palms together, exhaling down, thumbs against the sternum and eyes closed. We're in mountain prayer. This is going to be a therapeutic class for a day that maybe you don't have a whole lot of energy, but you still want to exercise. So just taking a moment here, feeling grounded, feeling calm. And open those eyes. We're going to begin in chair pose. We're going to inhale the hands up. As we reach, we're going to bend the knees. The knees are over the ankles, are not over the toes. If it's too much for you to bring your hands up here, you can bring your arms in front of you as well. Sometimes those shoulders get a little tight when we're pregnant. So we're just feeling the grounding in the feet, the weight of the bodies in the heels. We're strengthening the quadriceps, the hips, and the glutes. And if your shoulders are reaching forward, we're getting the shoulders and those back muscles called the lats. So we're going to inhale the hands on up. We're going to float down the left hand. We're going to inhale and reach with the right hand, and exhale, slowly go towards the left. Now this is getting the obliques of the right side, which are very important to hold that baby while we're pregnant. Come back to the center. Go ahead and raise the left hand, drop the right hand, inhale, lengthen, and exhale again as we go into half moon. Going towards the right, now stretching the left side of the body. Come on back, reach those hands up, palms together, interlace the fingers and press up. This is for the fingers, the palms, the wrists, and the shoulders. And exhale, slowly come on down. Just taking your time. All right, we're gonna begin or continue in Warrior One. The right foot's the front foot. We're gonna step back with the left foot. The hips are squared forward. We're gonna inhale the hands on up or out, and exhale, bending the knee. The right knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. The ears, shoulders, and hips are stacked. A lot of times being pregnant, that extra body weight, we need to stretch that front chest. So we're gonna have the hands come behind the back. We're gonna humble our warrior, interlacing the fingers, taking the shoulders up and back and pressing the hands between the legs. And that's gonna stretch under that collarbone, the front of those shoulders, and those chest muscles. This should feel really good. Stay connected to that breath. And slowly straighten the front leg. We're gonna turn towards that left wall, bringing our arms out like wings. We're gonna look over that front shoulder, the elbow, that right middle finger. Take an inhale and bend that right knee. Coming into Warrior One. So we have options here. We can take the back foot and scissor that back. Then I'll get into that pelvis a little bit more. We do tend to lean forward, so the back hand, which is the left hand, can come back a little bit. Again, we can soften that neck by taking the shoulders up and gently rolling them down. Feeling the strength in that right quadricep, hip, and glute. Feeling the strength in those shoulders. Go ahead and straighten the front leg as we go into a modified triangle. Now, depending on how many weeks pregnant you are, the farther you get along, you really don't want to go too far. So take an inhale, hinge forward, probably putting your hand either on the quadricep or on the top of the shin, and reach that left hand up. So looking down at your right foot is easiest. Looking towards that left wall will challenge you. Looking up at the lifted hand will really challenge the balance. So you can reach the hand, open that chest, or strengthen the back of that right leg and strengthening those left obliques. Slowly come on back up with the arms like wings. We're going to go into extended right angle, which is a combination of Warrior Two and Triangle. So take an inhale and bend that right knee. Go ahead and exhale, putting the hand or the forearm onto that thigh, raising that left hand up. But have the left hand face forward and gently reach forward. Again, you're going to feel that in those left obliques. Slowly come back to Warrior Two. We're going to reverse our warrior by dropping the left hand on the left hamstring. Right palm comes up and slowly come on up. Now, being pregnant, we don't want to lean back so much. That's because of the ligaments that are holding that baby. We want to keep it straight up and down. Very slowly, we're going to straighten that front leg. Going into reverse triangle. Again, we want to lean straight up and down. We don't want to lean back because of those ligaments. Breathe nice and deep into those right lungs and just enjoy the stretch from the fingers all the way down to the toes. On the arms, come back like wings at shoulders height. Take an inhale, re-bending that knee. Maybe lifting the thumbs up just to get a different stretch of the shoulder so that right thumb is that focal point. Go ahead and have the palms down. Take the back hand and both hips and bring them forward. Reaching with the hands, softening those shoulders, maybe spreading those fingers. Again, maybe stretching that upper back, allowing the index finger and thumb to come midline. Straighten the legs and scissor the back foot in. We're going to work with a little balance today. And again, having that extra weight here with the baby is going to challenge that balance. So feel free if you want to grab onto a chair. I'll go ahead and grab one with you if you want to. Or you can hold on against the wall. If you're using a chair, be sure that the chair, all four corners of it is on the mat and that the floor is an even surface. So we're going to go into tree pose. So the left foot's going to be our standing foot. We're going to find that focal point about 3 feet away, and we're going to hold on with the left hand. I'm going to bring the right heel onto the left ankle. Being pregnant, you might feel comfortable. If you're experienced yogini, you might want to bring that up. If not, just keep that on that ankle. And take the right hand up and reach. Drop the shoulder down and spread those fingers. Come on down, nice and slow. We'll walk on over towards the left side. The right foot will be the standing foot. We're going to put the weight of the body into that. We're going to find that focal point 3 feet away, because if we look at straight ahead or up, that does challenge us. We'll hold on with the right hand. Now the right and left sides of the body are different, so listen to that body. You can have either the heel of the left foot rest onto that ankle, or you can bring that knee up. But if the knee's up, be sure it's not on that knee, because that knee is a fragile joint. And go ahead and take the left hand up, reaching for that length, dropping that shoulder, maybe spreading the fingers. And coming on down nice and slow. I'm going to move the chair on up over here. We're going to go into half eagle to stretch the back of the heart or restore a lot of tension. So inhale the hands up. Go ahead and have the left arm come in front at a right angle. Have the hinge of that right arm come underneath and intertwine. Now if you can't come into this position, you can give yourself a self hug. It'll give you the same thing. Go ahead and close the eyes. Take a nice big inhale. When you exhale, just visualize that tension melting away. And inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. Softly open the eyes, very carefully unwind the hands, reaching up, palms together. You can look up to stretch the front of that throat, and exhale, slowly come on down. All right, we're going to do the other side, so we'll do some half sun salutations by inhaling the hands up, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling down to heart center. Again, inhaling, taking the hands up, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling down nice and slow. Again, inhaling up, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling down, thumbs against the sternum and eyes closed. Again, we're in mountain prayer here. The eyes are closed, we're centering, we're calming ourselves, we're relaxed. And go ahead and open the eyes. We're going to come into chair pose, so inhale the hands up, reaching for that length, and exhale, bending the knees. The knees stay over the ankles or not over the toes. The weight of the body's in the heels. Again, if that's too much for the shoulders, reach those arms forward. Stay connected to the breath. Inhale the hands up, reaching for that length. This time we're going to float the right hand. Inhale, lengthen the left hand, and exhale, move towards the right, stretching the left side of the body. Again, in pregnancy, we want those obliques to be good and strong as we carry that baby. Come back to the center. Go ahead and raise the right hand, drop the left hand. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, go towards the left, stretching the right side of the body. Come on back to the center. Raise that left hand up, palms together, interlace the fingers and press up. That should feel really good. And exhale those hands on down, nice and slow. We're going to go into that modified humble warrior to stretch the front of that chest. So the left foot's the front foot, the right foot's the back foot, the hips are squared forward. Take an inhale up or maybe forward and bend that left knee. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. So we're going to humble the warrior by taking the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, taking the shoulders up, drawing them down towards the shoulder blades, and pressing the hands between the legs. Again, when we're pregnant, that extra weight should feel really nice for stretching the shoulders. Go ahead and release. Go ahead and turn the hips towards the right wall, adjusting that back foot. The arms to come out like wings. We're going to look over that left shoulder, left elbow, left middle finger. Take an inhale and bend the left knee. We're in warrior two. Again, some people like a wider stance. They want to get into the pelvis. If that's you, the back foot, which is now the right foot, that can scissor back a little bit. We do tend a little forwards. The back hand, which is the right hand, can come back. Again, we can soften the neck by taking the shoulders up and drawing them down. Looking over that left middle finger will help calm that central nervous system. And slowly straighten the front leg. As we go into triangle, we don't want to go into it as far as we would if we were not pregnant. So inhale, hinge forward, either putting your hand onto the thigh or below the knee on the upper shin, lifting that right hand up. Now looking down at your left foot is easiest. Again, being pregnant, balance is an issue. You can look towards that right wall, and if you really want to play with balance, you can look up at the lifted hand. You can reach that hand up, open that chest. Again, we're strengthening the back of that left leg and those right obliques. Slowly come back up with the arms like wings. We're going to go into extended right angle. Take an inhale and bend the left knee. Take an inhale, and we exhale, bring either the hand or forearm onto that front thigh and lift the right hand up. Have the palm face towards the front of the room and reach that palm gently. Again, we're strengthening those right obliques. Slowly take your time, coming on back to the center. Drop the right hand onto the right hamstring. Take the left hand and come up. Reversed in our warrior. We're giving that right shoulder a nice stretch. Again, we want to lean up and down. We don't want to lean backwards here. Slowly straighten that left leg, reverse triangle. Again, we're going to stay reaching straight up. Enjoying that stretch from the fingers all the way down to the toes, breathing nice and deep into those left lungs. Go ahead and have the arms come back like wings at shoulders height. Take an inhale and bend that left knee. Allow the palms to face towards the walls, allowing that thumb to come up, and now that thumb is our focal point. Just getting a different stretch of those shoulders. The palms come down. Go ahead and take the right hand, slowly bringing the right hand up into warrior one. Reaching high with those hands, dropping the shoulders to soften the neck, maybe spreading those fingers, maybe allowing the elbows and pinky to come midline to give a nice stretch and broaden the back of those shoulders. Go ahead and slowly straighten the front leg, drop the hands on down, scissor the back foot on in. And we can grab that chair if we need it. All four corners of that chair are on the mat. Go ahead and put the weight of the body into that left foot. And whenever you're ready, bring the right heel onto the left ankle. You can bring that foot up, whatever feels comfortable right now with your pregnancy. Holding on with the left hand, we'll raise the right hand up. We're going to drop that shoulder down to create space in the neck. We can spread those fingers. And slowly come down and release. We're going to walk on over to the left side where the right foot's going to be the standing foot. If you've got the chair, we're going to hold on with that right hand. Again, find that focal point on the ground about 3 feet away. And then go ahead and either lift up the left heel or the foot, whatever feels comfortable for you. Again, each side of the body is different. Then raise the left hand up, drop that shoulder down, maybe spread those fingers. And release on down. We're going to finish out our therapeutic class by going into half eagle. So we're going to inhale the hands up. Have the right arm come in front of you at a right angle. Have the hinge of that left arm underneath intertwining, taking the shoulders up or out, or maybe give yourself a self-hug, taking the shoulders up and out. We're going to close those eyes. In the back of the heart is where we want to release that tension. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, nice and deep. And inhaling, and exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. Go ahead and softly open the eyes. Carefully unwind the hands, reaching up for that length, palms together, maybe looking up at the lifted hands. Exhaling the chin and those hands down. All right, we'll finish up with those half sun salutations. So inhale the hands up, reaching for that length. Palms together, exhaling down, nice and slow. And inhaling, reaching for that length. Palms together, exhaling down. Again, inhaling, reaching for that length. Palms together, exhaling down. All right, we're going to take care of the back and do some stretching. So we're going to go onto our hands and knees. So as we go from a standing to seated position, stay connected to your breath, and please take your time. So hands are going to come underneath the shoulders, the knees are going to be underneath the hips. We're going to do some cat-cows. The toes are uncurled. We're going to allow the chin to look down. That's going to be easier on that neck. Now, a traditional cat-cow, it's more, the cat part's more in the lumbar area, the low back. Being pregnant, we want to focus on the mid-back or the thoracic area. So inhale the heart between the hands. Exhale that thoracic area up, dropping the chin down. Inhaling. We're going to do this total 5. Bring that heart between the hands. Exhaling, arching that thoracic area of the spine up. Inhaling, heart between the hands. Exhaling, again that thoracic area. Inhaling, on down. Exhaling, arching that thoracic area. Inhale, heart between the hands. This is our last one. And exhaling. Get that thoracic area. Come on down to neutral spine. And you've got options here. You can either fall onto the right or left side, bringing your hips on down, and then bring your feet in front of you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to extend the right foot. We're going to have the left foot, we're going to extend the left foot, we have the right foot right here. And we're going to do a modified pose here, which is going to stretch the side of the body, but it's going to keep our spine straight. So go ahead and have your right fingertips behind the right glute. Rest your left hand onto that left knee. The shoulders are going to stay squared forward, but you're going to turn and look over the left shoulder. So this gives us a nice, like stretch like a spinal twist without the twisting of the spine. So you're getting a nice stretch of the right side of the neck, the right shoulder, the lat muscles, the ribs, the kidney band. Come on back with that neck. Next, we're going to do something called rock the baby, which is very appropriate since you're pregnant. Just as you'd rock your baby gently, you're going to rock the hip. And the idea of this is to get the muscle and connective tissue in that hip opening up to get all that oxygen, alkaline rich circulation in. So go ahead and have the right hand onto the right toes, left hand onto the left or the right heel, and rock up and down. You're not rocking very much, just maybe an inch up and down. We're still breathing deeply in and out through that nose. And then go ahead and place that foot next to the left leg, raising the hands up, flexing that left foot, getting a nice stretch of the back of the left leg, the back of the back, getting a nice stretch of that right hip, inner leg and pelvis. Come on down, nice and slow. Have the right hand onto the right knee. Go ahead and straighten that knee and extend that right foot. So the right foot's going to be straight. We're going to come onto the sole of the left foot. We're going to come onto the left fingers. We're going to keep the right hand on the right knee. The shoulders are going to stay squared forward. We're going to turn and look over the right side of the room. Now you're getting a nice stretch on the left side of the neck, the shoulders, the lat muscles, the ribs. And come on back. All right, now we're going to rock the baby on the left side. So the left hand's going to be on the upper toes, the right hand's on the heel. Again, we're going slow and controlled how it feels because the right and left sides are different. So go up and down just about an inch. Again, this is to get the muscle and connective tissue opening up that hip just a little bit more. And you're going to set that foot on the inside of the right leg. We're going to raise the hands up. We're going to flex those right toes towards that right knee, stretching the back of the right leg, the back muscles, the left hip, pelvis, and inner leg. And come on down, nice and slow. And we're going to bring the right foot in with the left foot. This is to get both of those hips. You can hook 2 fingers, lift drop the chin towards the collarbone. So we get a gentle back extension, maybe closing the eyes because this is very relaxing. Go ahead and open the eyes, bring the chin back, have the hands on either side of the knee and use the hands to bring the knees up. Go ahead and get into a comfortable seated position. We're going to stretch the neck and the side of the body. So have the right hand face towards the right of the room, have the left hand onto that right tricep and gently bring that right shoulder in. Look over the left side of the wall. So you've got this nice stretch again from the neck, a little bit more in the shoulder than the last one. The lat muscles, the ribs, the kidney band. Come on back to the center and relax. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, but the right and left sides are different. So have the left hand face towards the right, have the right hand gently bring that left arm in so it feels really nice, and then turn and look over the right shoulder, feeling it on the left side of the neck, the shoulder, that upper back, the ribs and the kidney band. Come back to the center, just relax. Allow the index finger and thumb to touch on the knees, close your eyes. Just take a moment here to come back to that natural rhythm of your breath. At the beginning of class, you mentioned that yoga is not a light switch. It is a process of the breath. As we prepare for Savasana, that's considered the most important pose in all of yoga. Just as you don't have surgery and go home, you go to recovery. And that's exactly what this pose is recovery. Open the eyes. As far as Savasana, we can't lay on the back, we can't lay on the right sides. So you can sit in the chair, you can put a blanket around you if you want to, or you can lie down with the pillows. I'm going to put the pillow for my head, I'm going to put it between my legs, so I'm going to lay down on my left side, that's the safe side. I'm just going to put that pillow in between my knees. I'm going to lay down, get into a nice comfortable position. Eyes are closed. We're breathing our natural rhythm of the breath. I want you to think about the crown of your head and your scalp. And just relax and release that area. The forehead and the area between the brow. Just relax and release. The eyes and the eyelids. Just relax and release. The cheeks and the nose. Just relax and release. The jaw, neither the upper nor lower teeth are touching. The tongue is resting softly on that lower palate. Just relax and release the jaws. Front of the throat and the back of that neck. Just relax and release. The upper chest and the upper back. Just relax and release. The shoulders, where we carry the weight of the world. Please relax, release, and melt those shoulders all the way down. Top of the arms, the biceps, the triceps, and the elbows. Just relax and release. The lower arms, the forearms, and the wrist. Just relax and release. The hands, the palms of the hands, the fingers and fingertips. Just relax and release. That low back. Just relax and release. The pelvis, the sits bones, and the glutes. Just relax and release. The hips. Please relax, release, and gently melt those hips down. Top of the legs, the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the knee, and the area behind the knee. Just relax and release. The lower legs, the shins, the calves, and the ankles. Just relax and release. And finally, our feet. Trying to get 10,000 steps a day on those feet. Go ahead and relax the soles of the feet, the toes and the tips of the toes all the way down. And I want you to tune into your body and see if there might be an area that could still have some tension, and just relax and release that area. Your body's completely relaxed, but our focus remains on that breath. I want to slowly count from 1 to 5, and with each count, just very gently go into that relaxation. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just focus on that natural rhythm of the breath and be very, very still. I'm going to be quiet and let you enjoy the next couple minutes. Slowly count backwards from 5 to 1. With each count, just very gently bring your body back into awareness. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping the eyes closed, just gently wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the toes, relax the fingers, and relax the toes. Only halfway, very softly, begin to open your eyes, and then gently close the eyes. Taking a nice big inhale through the nose, followed by a nice cleansing exhale. Just sign it out through that nose. Go ahead and open the eyes. I'm going to be very still. Stay here for just a moment here. Enjoying the peace and tranquility that we've cultivated today's therapeutic pregnancy class. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and put the right hand onto the mat, onto the floor, and come up into a comfortable seated position. Please take your time. Legs can be crisscrossed, they can be extended. I want you to be nice and comfortable. We're going to take the hands up one last time. We're going to reach for that length, palms together, exhaling down to heart center. I want to thank you for taking your time and spending it with me today. I hope you feel nice and relaxed. Namaste.